hear yourself?
Yep.
Yeah, so try and keep the mic to your mouth.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. We're doing a podcast now.
Nice.
We're doing a podcast.
Woohoo.
How do you say the name of it?
Hlaðavarp.
Hmm?
Hlaðavarp.
What's Hlaðavarp?
Podcast.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Say it again.
Hlaðavarp.
Hlaðavarp.
Exactly.
And the name of this podcast is?
Mythilosophy. Only took me 3 days.
We've literally spent 3 days trying to pin down this name.
Yep.
At the start, it was like the philosophy.
Mythilosophy.
Mythilosophy.
Mythilosophy. Yep, exactly.
And we've finally got to a stage now where we've got it in it. Mythilosophy.
Mythilosophy.
So, and podcast was?
Hlaðavarp.
Mythilosophy. Hlaðavarp.
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 It's gonna take you like 2 or 3 days, like it did for me to learn mythilosophy. So
I'm gonna happily learn that one. So Snowy, we're in your lovely country.
Oh yep.
Which is?
Iceland. Hafnarfjörður, Iceland.
Yeah. Forza Iceland.
See.
Yes.
How do you like it so far?
I don't like it. It is. It's beautiful. It's naturally stunning. It's also in a way quite scary because like you're sitting on loads of volcanoes and stuff and things can erupt pretty quickly. Is that true or not?
It can, yeah.
Yeah. So, but I think you said something. I think at the very start when we first came, you said something about having like Iceland has a very healthy respect with nature.
Yeah, basically we need to like respect the nature because you can't fuck with it.
Mm.
If nature wants to do something, it's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, right.
So basically we have to live with it, and yeah, we can't change what nature does.
Yeah.
Like volcanoes, if a volcano erupts, we can't go and push a button like stop.
Rewind?
Yeah, exactly. So we just have to go with it and live with it, and yeah.
I like that because it's the kind of thought that you're living on a very kind of active, eruptive landscape is pretty scary, but at the same time, you harness it and use it in such a way that you've got a respect to what nature is, and you rather than fighting against it, which is what we do in the Western world, we like battle against what nature is. You're actually going alongside it and harnessing it.
And like for example, we try to use it to our advantage, like with electricity and power, green energy and all that. That's only possible because of this like volcanic activity in a way.
Yeah, because all your I think is it all your energy is geothermal?
Yeah. So it's all green energy.
Right. So how does that work then? How does it work? Do you know?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Okay.
We just grew up. It has always been like this since I was born. It's just like we turn on the lights and don't think about where it comes from, but it's cheap, so we don't have to think about it.
Well, it's cheap and it's something you've harnessed. Do you know what I mean? I just say like being on this land. It's a
yeah.
So you don't import. Do you import many things or?
Yeah. Obviously, we have to do like import something like food and just the basic needs to survive, because we are very isolated up here. So, but we are trying to make as much as possible just in this country for it to be, what's the word, sustainable.
Exactly. Yeah. Self-sustaining Iceland.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
one day.
How did we meet?
Back in 2012 on a very slow boat in Lao.
Very slow boat.
The sailing, I think, could have been done in like 4 hours, but we did it in 2 days.
It's funny because the obviously the name's slow boat. You think, okay, it's gonna be slow.
Yeah, but it was a slow boat.
Yeah, it was like a cement trudge boat.
Yeah,
that's what it should be. It should be changed, I think, to that.
But then again, destiny.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, actually, you make quite a good point there because if it was like a 4-hour journey, maybe we might not have got talking.
Yeah.
If it was just a 2-hour journey, from Laos to wherever it was, then maybe we wouldn't have had that meal and we wouldn't have had that conversation about Dion Dublin, the headbutt, and
Lee Henry and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And here we are today because of the slow boat.
Yeah, exactly.
Skål.
Skål. Don't know where my coffee is, but
You may have drunk it.
yeah, probably.
So yeah, we met in Asia, right?
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy times.
It was quite a brave thing of you to do, wasn't it? To go to Asia, because just like picture this. You're a 6'5", 4.
190 centimeters.
A tall man.
Yeah,
you're
quite
a tall,
big. Yeah.
white, big Icelandic man, and you take a flight from Reykjavik to Bangkok.
I actually started in Norway.
Okay.
For about a week, and then I go from there to Bangkok. Probably the tallest man in Bangkok at the time, and definitely the widest. So it was kind of easy to spot me out as a tourist. And yeah, the plan was to go there and do something and hopefully one day come back.
Okay. What was your initial your thinking behind going to Asia?
Basically, to learn English. My English was shit when I left,
and you can now swear. So.
Yeah, no. That's basically all I knew. That was like from TV. It was fuck, shit, and have a nice day. So basically in the beginning I had to when I was trying to get something to eat, I just had to point at the menu. I had no idea what it meant, so I just had to figure out just that one. Yeah. If it wasn't good, then I didn't go for that again. Uh-huh. And basically just the reason behind the trip was to go outside of the comfort zone. We live in a box. I was trying to break out of that box, and just by going there, I spoke a little English, but I could not hold up a conversation in a way. So it was basically just for me I wanted to learn it, and I thought it was the best way, even though they don't speak English there, which is kind of doesn't make sense, but
yeah, actually, when you put it that way, yeah, right, you did pick an Asian, a Thai-speaking country to to learn English in.
Yeah, but
you did it.
Then again, I thought all guys going to Asia, they're not gonna pick up Thai or something like that. English is the international traveling language in a way. So
that's true.
That was one of the main reasons I went there. Okay.
What was your first when you touched down in Bangkok, when you got out of the airport and you had that first taxi ride to wherever your hotel was? What was your initial feeling or thought?
Damn, it's hot. It was 40 degrees. So yeah, basically, I think I've told you this before, but the first day, I just checked into the hotel, went out for a 10-minute walk, back to the hotel, had a shower, then did a 15-minute walk, back to the hotel, shower again. So I did that 6 or 7 times the first day. It was just mad how hot it was. So, and yeah, my first thought of Bangkok was, I don't like it.
Oh, really?
I was actually thinking about going home on day 3 or 4
Oh, wow.
because of like, obviously I stood out. Everybody in, all the locals, they try to spot the tourist and sell them stuff and try to help them in the way they are trying to rip you off. I was an easy target. So, yeah. So basically for the first week, I was just always, should I be doing this? It's a lot nicer at home. It's cold. I can speak my language. Somebody can understand me.
But it's something quite valuable that I think when you're out of that comfort zone, and then you do get that kind of that shock, if you like. Like it's like, oh right, I mean, I was planning to go out of my comfort zone, but now I'm actually fully out of it.
Yeah.
And in that kind of moment where you're okay, right, this is now either I actually go through being uncomfortable, or I can go home and just be back in comfort.
Yeah. So basically I went to like a travel agency or travel shop or whatever it's called in Bangkok, and they made like a 1-month plan for me. Started to go South Thailand and stuff like that, and I was like, yeah, maybe, let me think about it. So then I went out for a walk, and everything looks the same there, so I didn't find the shop again.
Okay.
So basically I was like, okay, should I do that or just start my like no plan kind of travels? So then I just went north instead. Just took a bus north and went into this like kind of fuck it mode. Just like, okay, let's see what happens.
There's a couple of things when I picture snowy in my head. There's one which is just okay, which is like just like a yes to anything, or okay, let's do it. There's no kind of thought about it.
Yeah.
And there's the best plan is no plan. These are the two things that in my head when I think Styrmir, I think that's him.
If you have no plans, nothing can go wrong. A wise man said.
And that wise man got that from you, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, like having no plans and just being out, and it's like if somebody wants to do something and you are not feeling up for it, don't do it. It's easy.
Yeah.
So
and it's I feel like it's having that also that like that bit of self-confidence, that kind of autonomy, that kind of self-realization to be like, actually, if I don't want to do it, then I don't have to. It's fine. I can be comfortable doing, whatever I want, if you like.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, I don't know. Like I'm still trying to figure out like why or like how I did it, going out of that comfort zone and into this like, well, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
But when it happened, it was a beautiful feeling.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I'm somewhere doing something, and let's see what happens.
Okay. Because you leave open the door for chance, for destiny, for fate, for chance meetings, chance encounters.
Yeah, exactly. And also like I was meeting so many people, and they had all those books and be like, I'm gonna do this, then I'm going here for like 3 days, then I'm going here for like 2 days. And I was like, yeah, okay, this guy has done some reading and study about like what to do. I'm roughly gonna follow that, but in my kind of way. Yeah. If I don't want to go to a place and like, I have to stay here 3 days. If the place is shit, then I just go the day after. If it's nice, then I stay for a week.
Yeah.
So it's
a good way of doing things, I think. It's a lovely way of doing things.
Yeah, and also maybe, I don't know if it sounds bad, but just let other people do the work and just follow. Yeah,
right. Okay, that's true. Well, it's kind of something I've realised too, is that if so, for example, if I want to do something, if I want to say build, if I want to lay a concrete foundation, for example,
yep.
You could go on YouTube or Google, or you could do that thing, Or you could think, who amongst my friends or who amongst people I know knows how to lay a cement floor? You know, it could be your dad, it could be, you know, your friend, a partner or something. But the fact you've actually gone to them and you've been like, excuse me, can I, you know, have some of your knowledge? Can you share some of your knowledge? That also makes them feel important. It makes them feel.
And then you always trick them to come and do the work for you. So
this is how you started your travel company, is it? Okay, I see.
yeah, it was.
We will come there later. Okay, so from Laos, you know, we went all the way down. We had an amazing time. You know, did all this lovely cultural stuff, some uncultural stuff too. Some beautiful debauchery.
Yep.
Which
good mix.
So again, okay, yeah, a good mix. That was it. It was a nice mix. Yeah. And then so after we went that way, you went off and you went to a Muay Thai camp or something.
Muay Thai camp, yeah. Phuket, I think.
Okay. How was that? What was that like?
Strange. I have no like fighting experience or nothing like that. So, but I had been traveling for like 3-4 months, I think, and it was a lot about like traveling during the day, parties during the night, and a lot of drinking, and sometimes too much drinking.
Just sometimes.
Yeah, once or twice, but but I just had enough. I just needed just like to slow down. Afterwards, going to a fight camp is maybe not slowing down, but it slowed down the drinking, but kept me active. So, yeah, I think the most important part is just to keep active and do something.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, it was quite interesting, and these camps, I came in there, didn't know how to fight. I left 2 weeks later. I still have no idea how to fight. But it was basically just fun exercises and just trying to get in shape or whatever it's.
Yeah. I mean, get in shape after having a couple of months. You know, completely caning your body and.
Yeah, and also it's like a Thai sport.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're in Thailand, why not try it? So, and so basically after that it was just down the same route again.
Okay. I learnt nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like having a balance when you're out there is good, you know, because, you know, like Thailand is a place to let go and to, you know, express and free yourself, but it's also a good place to get cultural, you know, do the things Thai people do, you know, involve yourself in that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But I think like in Thailand, it's like, or like when traveling, I always talk about like tourists and travelers.
Yeah.
These are two completely different things. Like in northern Thailand, we have these travelers who are out there and want to like explore and do some crazy things. Tourists, in my way, that's like southern Thailand. Do you agree on that?
I fully agree. Yeah.
So, like southern Thailand, I didn't like that one bit. Too touristy and too much. I don't know. It was just too much.
Yeah. Some friends went out there for a stag do.
Yep.
And there's now McDonald's on PP Island.
Yep.
There's a McDonald's on. I was just like, oh no.
I know.
Oh no.
One day we'll have McDonald's in Iceland again.
Come back.
No.
Stay away.
Yeah, like McDonald's, Burger King and all that, just go to Thailand.
Yeah, right, go to Thailand, yeah.
Plenty of people there.
Come here and have a Tommy's.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is great.
Yeah. Getting, it's 3 places now in London.
Yeah, 3 places in London, yeah. Which is
Getting
pretty
big.
mad, isn't it? Yeah. What were we saying before? What were we saying before? I was going to say something and I completely forgotten. PP Traveller, that was it. We were in London when you came to see us. I think just after you finished your travels.
Yeah.
So you went to Italy to see your sister.
Yeah, like after Thailand, I went like Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, Italy. And from Italy, there was no like direct flight, so I had to fly to London. And sadly, I stopped there for like a week.
But I remember the moment that we were walking along some West Hampstead, and we said, and like me and Zach were walking along, and we were like, should we take him to Abbey Road? And we were like, yeah. We're like, Snow, do you want to go to Abbey Road? And we were like, that's where the Beatles thing and like, you know, this is where all the kind of tourists go. And I can remember this clear as day. You looked at us and went, no, I know the difference now between a tourist and a traveller. And you like made that pretty clear then that, yeah, and I like that.
Yeah. It's like if you want to experience like a city, don't follow the tourist, like what's it called, Lonely Planet or something like that.
The guides or whatever.
Yeah. If you do it with a local, you get a complete different like feeling for the city or the country or whatever. Yeah. Because what locals do and tourists do, completely different things.
Yeah. Would you say that you did you take that mindset and that kind of way of thinking into creating your own company?
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah, definitely. It's like just so the company, just me and 3 other friends, just wanted to have fun. Traveling is fun. I know it sounds weird, but I'm making plans for others to travel.
The irony.
Yeah, I just realized that when we had a chat about that like 2 days ago. It's mad. But it's just about having fun going. Like I get to go and explore my country and try to find something new and different and what nobody else is doing, and so it's also freedom in a way.
Yeah, when you put it that way, actually, yeah, you are exploring your own country, because when like Dee and I were in New Zealand, and we were chatting to this I don't know, some New Zealand guy, and he's like, so have you guys been to Wales and Scotland? Then you must have. We were like, no. And he's like, you mean you've flown like a day to come out here and look at New Zealand, and you've not been to Wales or Scotland? And we were like, oh, that is pretty bad actually, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like me, when I came back, I just realized I've seen more of Asia than of Iceland.
Yeah, wow.
And that for me was quite strange in a way. It's like everybody, or like many people, have the mindset of like, yeah, I need to go somewhere else to see stuff and do stuff and experience new things. Like here, we did a hike 2 days ago, like an hour drive from my home. I had never done it.
All right.
It was amazing.
It was beautiful. Yeah. Glimmer.
Yeah. So it's a lot of things like in Iceland you can do and explore, like the highlands and all that. So doing that for work sounds good to me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. When
you came back from traveling,
yep,
what was the moment or point where you were like, okay, I need to I'm gonna go through and set my business up. I'm gonna go through and do that.
So basically, before I went to Asia, I was working at another like travel, or like working for a travel company. Came back from Asia, started working for that company again, and then after that summer, I just said, yeah, no, not for me. So then I was actually thinking about few options. Me and a few friends were thinking about like a number of ways. Like I was gonna do an app, didn't make sense and stuff like that. Had a few ideas, and then one guy came to me like, yeah, we need to do a travel company. I'm very much into numbers and all that. I did the numbers and like, this does not make sense. So yeah, let's do it. So it was actually the worst idea out of all I had on paper, but it just sounded fun.
So the worst idea financially or number wise.
Yep.
But it was like it's going to be something fun that we're going to enjoy and going to go through.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. So basically, for the first 6 months, we had no salaries. After 2 years, we were getting almost like minimum wage. And now it's, before COVID, it was nothing like great, but we are living. So.
And you were in London a while ago.
Yep.
You came over for a meeting.
Yep.
And you were in your shorts and your keens or whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
And you said, oh yeah, I've got a meeting today in some Harrods?
Harrods, yeah.
I mean, is that like, Harrods? You're going to dress like that? Yeah, of course.
Oh, it was so bad because I was going in there. I had like a box of chocolate and a bottle of Reka. Had my shorts on and just like I normally dress. I hate suits and dressing fancy.
Yeah.
So I walked through the security and the guy was like, "You shouldn't be here." I was like, "Yeah, I have a meeting." He was like, "Are you sure?" So it took me like a few minutes to explain to him like, I was going to this store to have a meeting with this guy, and I had like a bottle of vodka and chocolates for him as a gift.
Such a snowy thing. It's such a snowy thing. It's fucking great.
It's like people pretend to be something they are not. I think the best story about that is like when we started the company in December. In February we had a very big company that came to us, and so we had to go to all these like suppliers in Iceland and make good deals and all that. So one morning a helicopter company calls up and like, I hear you guys are starting up and come have a chat and let's make this happen, so you only use us like for your clients and all that. I was like, February, it was a storm outside. I just came into the office wearing like flip-flops, shorts, tank top, and like a very thick duvet. Or like very thick like jacket duvet. Have you seen it? It's like massive.
Okay.
Just so I don't get cold, obviously, because it's cold outside.
Iceland.
So we went to this meeting and we sat down and he was like, don't you want to take this off? You're going to be a bit hot. I was like, yeah, okay. So I take it off, just have a vest, wearing shorts and flip-flops, and it's like storm outside. And he was like, yeah, okay. And then he was like, and did his presentation, and we were like, yeah, okay, we are going for you. And afterwards he told me like, I just saw it in you, like you're not trying to pretend to be somebody who you're not. They have had a lot of guys coming in like wearing suit and had a briefcase and like, we are gonna give you this much business and do this and this and this, and they're like, no, they are not. So basically we walk in, we say what we are doing, and they come to us like, we want you.
It's very refreshing to hear that someone who is they're like self, they're very authentic. You know, you've literally come across as, I'm Styrmir Sigurðsson, I wear flip-flops, I wear a duvet. However, you know, if you want to do business, let's do it. You know, because a lot of people, you know, get up in the morning, get the kids ready, and then they like put on the suit, and that's almost like them changing personality. That's like them becoming, you know, the bank manager or the whatever it is. It's not them being genuine.
Yeah.
Which
they have their pajamas on and like trying to do everything in the mornings, put the suit on, the fake smile, stick up the rest and like, hey.
Remain straight.
Yeah, exactly. I studied like economics in uni for like 2.5 years out of 3, and I was gonna finish it, but then I was like, yeah, then I have to work at a bank and wear suits and all that, so I just quit. Didn't get the degree, took 6 months off, and then went to into sports science, finished that. Then I didn't want to do that, so basically now I'm using everything I learned from the economic kind of field to my company. I don't have a degree in it, but I know how to do it in a way.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like people who maybe go and do something but maybe don't get the degree or they don't get the qualification, they almost see it as wasted time. But I don't think that's the case. I think that you're kind of learning things all the time, and even if it's something that you take out of it that maybe isn't the end goal, you've still taken something out of it.
Yeah, and it's also like in Iceland, if you don't have a degree in something, you're nothing. It's that kind of mentality which is bugging me a lot.
Oh well.
Because it's like, even though you have a degree in something, doesn't mean you're good at it. It just means in some cases that you can read books and
recite that and
and answer the right questions on a test. But when you have to actually go and do it, you just know how to do it on a paper, not in action.
Yeah.
Which is completely different thing.
Yeah, part of the reason why I also quit uni was that I kind of sat there. I did sports science as well, and I sat in class one day, and this university lecturer basically said that if you've not got your name at the bottom of a research paper by the end of these 3 years, there's no point you doing this course. And I sat there and I thought, maybe there's something in that, because I just wanted to pass the course, get a 2-1, and then I was fine. But I sat looking around, I was like, so there's 300 people in this class. There's 3 universities in Liverpool, which is 900 people, and then there's Manchester, then there's Newcastle, there's Hull, there's London. So you sort of times that by so that's like 5,000 people. Yep. You then times that by the 3 years you're in the court. That's 15,000 people, all going to come out to try and compete for this job of sports science. I mean, to me it didn't seem logical, but it made sense what he said about not having your name at the research paper.
But did it make sense though?
Did what make sense?
That what the teacher was saying, like, you need to have your name at the bottom of this, because then you just go into the mix.
That's the thing, you go into the mix. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like everybody is doing the same.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I think is so vital, that when and that's what I think inspires me so much, is when I hear of someone that's done something themselves or started it up. And that's something that I want to broadcast on this podcast, is showing people that actually you don't have to have a degree, you don't have to have this. If you have the passion for it and the desire and the want and the will, you can do it.
Yeah, like, I mean, if I can do it, then probably everybody can do it.
I feel like you undersell yourself. I feel like you do. It's in like a jokey, lovely term, but I feel like you undersell your actual value and your worth, because you're amazing. You are.
Stop it. It's like, never try to be the smartest person in the room. There's always somebody else who has better ideas.
Okay.
But if you use all the best ideas, you can do anything.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
So,
talk to me about fatherhood.
Oh my God. It's strange. It's lovely though.
Yeah.
It's so lovely.
Yeah.
Unique feeling. I had like no experience with kids at all. But when I got the little one in my hand, it was like, yeah, okay, I can do it. It's strange, but I think I'm quite lucky. He's so much fun.
Yeah. Hyperactive.
Only gonna get worse. And in 17 years time I can kick him out. So
How very Jim Jeffries of you.
Oh yeah. But it's true. No, I mean, it's lovely. It's kind of responsibility I've never felt before, but it's a good thing. It changes you in many ways. But I try to always be this like, I don't care about things and be like relaxed and all that, but with a kid, kind of can't do that because you need to feed him, you need to put him to sleep, but I have a great girlfriend and she makes the routine, and basically she is raising 2 kids now, so
you know, just from me and Al being here for the last 3-4 days, you've got a beautiful thing going on here. You know the way that you both bring your different personalities, and you both bring different strengths to being parents and to raising a home and to
it's like obviously we have the same mission. At the end we want him to have a good life. I have like certain ways of doing things and she has certain ways of doing things, and it doesn't always match, but it's the same end goal. But I'm not saying that I have to compromise something or she has to compromise. It's
more as a conversation, isn't it? It's more as a dialogue.
It's like, I hope she doesn't listen to this. When she is not around, I just let him fall down. That way he learns.
Yeah.
If he has bruises, I say it's because of her.
I'm pretty sure Kat will listen to this.
Edit.
Yep. If in like a month's time you have like a black eye, just post it to me and be like, well, this is why, because it's podcast.
Yep. Okay.
But now, man, you've got an amazing home, amazing country, amazing girlfriend, amazing kid.
Thank you so much.
And it's only a true testament to the kind of person you are, because you're a beautiful man.
You as well.
What'd you say?
You are beautiful as well.
Oh, thank you very much. What is the Icelandic word that I've been kind of living my life by?
Þattarættast.
What does that mean?
I'm not sure if it translates to one thing. Okay. It's kind of a mixture of a few things. We used it basically about everything. It's kind of like fuck it, kind of like everything is gonna be all right in the end, and we just use it about everything. Okay. Because Icelanders are pretty careless in a way. We don't overthink things. It's if we want to do it, we just okay, we try to do it. If it fails, then it failed. Let's do it again. Try a different approach.
Yeah.
So it's basically, I don't know, should we look it up if it has like some kind of meaning? It's basically just, let's see how it goes.
Okay. For me, it kind of sums up the Icelandic mentality. It just sums up the Icelandic feeling around this place.
Yeah, we don't take anything for certain. Like, we're on an island. Anything can happen, and we just have to make the best out of things, basically. So it's like with you guys, we didn't do any planning or anything because of weather, for example. Just have to see how it goes. Don't control it, so we'll do something. It's basically means like go with the flow, everything is gonna be okay, or if something went wrong, do it again.
Long live Þattarættast.
Exactly.
Thank you. That was great.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. Thank you. You can release now. Breathe. And breathe.
Go into my Icelandic thinking again. It's too early in the morning.
I think the sun's on my side today. I got a lease of life, I feel okay. Need to call around, get them all out, jump in the car and get on our way. Cause there's love and there's strength in numbers. They can try but they're never gonna run us down, down. Speakers loud, it's like we're on a come up. Fifth gear but they're never gonna race us down, down. I'm alive on a high, blue skies, there's nothing better. Hands up, we're on a ride, hold tight, we're laughing together. Ooh, we'll light it up and ooh, we can't be stopped and oh, can't hear us coming. Oh, we take off and keep it running, running. We take off and keep it running. Oh. Take a stop at the riverside, crack 'em open, pass around the light. Breathe it in and out, bring our guards down. Yeah, this is ours for the day and the night. Cause there's love and there's strength in numbers. They can try, but they're never gonna run us down, down. Speakers loud, it's like we're on a come up. Fifth gear, but they're never gonna race us down.